Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to the Code Clicker. Today we are exploring a C++ operator in simple and structured way using a table. If you find this video helpful, make sure like and subscribe and comment below. Let's dive this into it without wasting any time. This operator is going to be very easy for you, and I put my lot of effort to explain your operator in a very good manners by using a slide, by giving a theory, and also with the code example. First of all, we are going through the theory, then we are able to write the code, and I will explain you code so you're able to understand whole concept of the operators. So this video may be a little bit longer, but it will be most helpful than the other videos. Let's start about the operator. What are the operators? Basically, operators are symbols that are used to perform the operation between the two variables. If you make in your mind what are operators, basically operator is the two it's performing the operation between the two variable. For example, the a and b that we I told you earlier. Why we use variable that is used to hold the values like a data types with the different types that hold the value. It may be character, it can be maybe integers. An operator is a basically symbols is a different type of symbols that are used to perform the operations between the two variable. It may be operation related to addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. It doesn't matter. Just operator is used to perform the operations between the two variables. This simply that's is the operator. And there are different types of operators, but most commonly operators that we use in C++. I'm going to cover that topics. We are not going to dive into the different type of operators. And there are different operator, ternary operator and bitwise operator, but in this video, we are not going to use that operators in this topic. Just I'm going to cover the most common operator that we are always going to use in the program. Even I'm going to explain the all operators that is most common use. You are going to use every operator that I'm going to explain in this lecture. Let's give a start to the arithmetic operator. What are the arithmetic operator? You get the idea from the arithmetic. It will basically perform the arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, and arithmetic and multiplications, and divisions and modulus. Let what type of operators? What we call the operators? Um, sorry. Um, this is the operators that we say that operators is a symbol, and this is the operator. Sorry, I made this is the operator, this is the operator, and this is the operator. This is known as operator. This type of these are the operators that we use in the C++, and they're most common operators that we used. Um, let understand what is the addition operator. Basically, addition operator is this operator that has a plus sign. It is used to perform the addition with the variable. This is very simple. What is addition? It's simply like a math when we make additions like adding the two values 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. It's as we do has same that as addition, like if a holding a value of 3 and b is holding a value of 2, the answer is 5. It's basically adding the both values. And subtraction, the both value is getting subtracted. If the a value is 2 and b value is 3, and after subtraction the value will become 1, the answer is 1. And it is a multiplication, multiplying the 2 multiplied by 3, the value should be 6, and it giving the answer that the value is 6. And division, if you are dividing the 2 by 3, it giving some point answer, it is the division. And modulus is the some a little bit different from it. Modular only returns the reminder. For example, we are making a division where finding a division, it's only give the reminder answer that we get the reminder. And so you only return the reminder example. For example, if you are dividing the um, 10 by 5, oh sorry, taking modulus between the 10 by 5, there are some point answer. I think so it should be 0.5, and the 0 is the reminder. So the resume reminder is only going to return that is 0. The other type is the relational operator that is known as comparison operator also. Basically, it's used to compare the two variables. It has nothing to do with the addition, subtraction, just going to compare the both value and return the answer. That is true or false. Um, This is the operator that is equal to it. It's tell that both of variables should be equal. If the both of value is equal, then it return the true. It tell the both of values should be not equal, then it return true. If the it tell you the one of the values should be greater, then it return true. Uh, it return desired value is greater, it return true. If the desired value is less than, it return true. If the desired value is greater than or equal to, it return true. If the desired value is less than or equal to, it return true. For example, if a and b is equal, like 2 to equal, it return true because both our values are true. If a is 2 and b is 3, the both value is not equal, it return false. As and in non-equal not equal to, if a is 3 and b is 6, its condition is true because both values are not equal, so it returns not equal. And in greater than, if the one value is greater, like 6 and one is the 3, it is a is greater, because a is greater, that's why it return true. If a is b is 6 and a is 3, then it return false because a is not greater, because we are checking the a. And same in the less than equation, if a b is greater, then it return the true. For example, b is 6 and a is 7, then it return the false because a is not b is not greater than the a, so it return the false. If a b is 6 and a is 3, it return the true. And in the greater than or equal to condition, if the a is greater than or it depend upon the both one of the condition, like it should be equal or it should be greater than, it depend upon it. If the a is 6 and b is 3, it is true also. If a is 6 and b is also 6, then it is also true because it depend upon one of the each condition. But if a is 3 and b is 6, and then it return false condition. Same with the less condition, but in opposite way. If a is 3 and b is 6, it's also true. If a is 6 and b is 6, it's also true. But if um, a is 6 and b is 3, it is false. That's the way relation operator works. And the logical operator is used to perform the logical operation, like in previous lectures in your metric exam, you will learn about the what are and not gate. Simply that concept are we going to use in the C++ whenever we're going to write the code. And there are some logical operations that we're going to perform here. And logical operation symbols are these symbols that we used. Logical symbols that embraced. This symbol is known as embraced. Sorry, we I marked the both of the. Uh, this is the symbol that we are going to use for AND operation. This is the symbol that we are going to use for the NOT operations. And AND operations this symbol is known as embraced. Is used to perform the AND operation. In previous lectures, in previous year class lecture, you have learned about the what is the AND operators and why we use the AND operators. Same concept is going to follow in the C++. So I will explain you what is logical AND operator. Basically, logical AND operator is the operator that is used to perform the condition that if the both condition is true, then it returns the true. If the both of condition is false, it returns the false. It depends upon the both of conditions should be true to return the true answer. But if the one of the condition get false, it return the false answer. If the both of condition get false, it return the false answer. It depend upon it. For example, if a is less than a is greater than the 0, and b is also greater than the 0, it returns the true because both of condition are true. If a is the less than 0 and b is also less than 0, then the both condition is false, so it returns the false. Same concept is following here. And in logical not operator, just you're going to inverse the value. And similarly, we'll learn in the metric what is the not gate. It usually inverse the value. For example, if a is greater than the 0, if it is a is greater than 0, it returns the true 1. Then not operator should be applied and it becomes 0 because it inverts the value. This is the assignment operator, basically used to assigning the values to the variables, and it's most commonly used in operators. No. Assign operator used to assign the value to the operator. This is the assign operator. and this equal operator is used to assign this specific value. For example, B is holding a 3 value, then the 3 value will be assigned to the A. The 3 value will become for A. And plus equal to sign value is used to assign the value and add the value. For example, it's same like this, where if you both adding the value, after adding the both value, then the result should be hold to the A value and should be assigned to the A value. It also work, for example, the A value is 2 and B value is 3. After adding, it become 5, and the 5 is should be assigned to the A. And in subtraction work, it is opposite. For example, if we are just subtracting the both value. For example, A has 2 value and B has 3. After subtracting, it become 1, and the 1 will be assigned to A. And multiplication, we are multiplying the both value. For example, A is 2 and B is 3. After multiplying, it becomes C, and C will be assigned to A. And if A, we take a simple example, if A is 6 and B is 3, after dividing the both value, it become 2, and 2 will be assigned to A. And in modulus, it's simply taking the modulus of 2 value, then the answer should be assigned to the A. It's similar to this. That's a similar assignment operator. And the increment and decrement operator. Increment and decrement operator is basically used to increase the value. For example, increase the one value at a time. For example, if we use increment operator a plus plus, it increases the one value, but answer should not display. But it is incremented. But in pre-increment operator, the value should be show if after the answer, the value should display even the it is increasing increment. But in increment operator, the value should be increased, but the answer but it should not display that the value has been increased. And same in decrement operator, the value is decreased, but it will not show. But pre-decrement operator, the value will be show after the decrement. In code example, you will able to understand what I'm saying. A plus plus, basically it used to increase the value 1. For example, A has valued assigned the 2 value, and if you apply the increment operator, it become 3. If we as A assigned 4 value, we if apply the increment operator, become 5. It's just like a increment of 1 in the values, and in decrement of 2, in decrement of 1 value. For example, if A value is 5, after applying a decrement operator, it become 4. If A value is 4, after applying decrement value, it become 3. It is decreasing one value. It has a 1 difference, and it has adding a 1 value. This is the increment and decrement operator in C++. Uh, I'm not going to complete right now. Just I'm going to give you a code example that I made for you, so you can understand in better way. So let's dive into the code. This is code that I made for you. I put a lot of effort for you, so you can understand. If you like my content, please subscribe. I'm making much of effort for you. So let's start with this code. I use the simple kind of syntax that we use in C++ and assign the value that A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 10. This assignment operator is working here. This is, I told you that it used to assign the value. It used to assign the value. And the A has 2 10 and B has 5. Then we get know that A assigned 10 and B is assigned 5. And I also may use the bool that depend upon the only two condition, true and false. Then I display the message that subtract the both of operators types of operator. Like first we are taking look of arithmetic operator, it subtract the arithmetic operator with the another operators. Arithmetic operator addition, simply adding the both value. After adding 10 plus 5 15, then 15 should be displayed. And subtraction operator, it basically subtracting the both value. If 10 minus 5, the subtraction operator work, and 5 will be displayed. It multiplying the both value. If 10 multiplied by 5, the subtraction of the multiplication work, and 10 multiplied by 5, it become 50, and 50 will be displayed. And division operator, basically at dividing the both value 10 and 5. After for 10 divided by 5, it become 2. The 2 will be displayed, and the 2 10 divided by 5, taking a modulus, only remainder will be returned. I think it will be has 0.5 answer, so the 0 will be remainder will be shown. And The other type is rational operator. Data is separated from the arithmetic operator by giving a sentence of a rational operator and using the same sequence so it can be give a one line difference. Rational operator is used to comparison between the two values. For example, in the equal to, it check the condition if the both of values are equal. We check there that a is 10 and b is 5, and they both values not equal, so it returns the false condition. But in C++, it does not return the true, it's return the zero. uh, False means zero, and true means one. And then it take not equal condition. It compare that 10 and 5, it is not equal, so it return true because both the values are not equal, it return the one. And greater sign, it basically used to return the value if a is greater than b. We know that a is 10 and b is 5, so the condition is true because a is greater than the b, so it returned the one answer. But less than, it returned the false answer because b is not less than, b is not greater than the 10 a, because a has 10 and b is 5, so it returns zero answer here. It is false. And logical operator, I told you earlier, it is used to perform the logical operation. The both of conditions should be true, so to return the true answer. For example, if x y is true, so it returns the true answer because both of condition are true. But if I make one of them false, it returns the false answer, because in AND operator we have to make the both conditions should be true. But in OR operator, at least one of condition should be true, it returns the true answer. If the both of condition get false, it returns the false answer. In NOT operator, it basically used to it basically used to perform the not operation. It's going to inverse the condition. For example, if the x is true, then a not operation apply and it become false and the zero will be displayed. And assignment operator is going to assign the value. For example, if a is equal to a plus b is equal to 15, then 15 is assigned to a and a value will be changed to the 15. Then a value will be replaced and become 15. Then in minus operator, if a become a, now we know that a become 15 because both the values getting added. And if we apply here 15 minus 5, it become 10, and a 10 will be assigned to a because that's work. An increment operator, it increase the value, but it will show the 10 answer because it increment, but it only show the previous answer. And or show the previous answer after the another increment, it will show the its previous answer also. But after increment and then plus plus increment, it will return the answer, current answer. Like from this increment, it become 10 value become 11, but it will show the 10 because it does not show the increment, it only show the previous answer first. But in prefixed increment, if the value is now we know that the value is 11. After applying the increment, it becomes the 12, and 12 will be shown. In minus operator, the value will be subtracted. The value gets subtracted, but it will not show the previous. It will show the previous value, not the current value. And the previous value is 12, so it show the 12 here. And now we know that it become 11, but it's showing the 12 here. After making the subtraction with 11, it become 10. Now the 10 will be shown because of pre-decrement operator. Let's execute this code so you can understand in a better way. Compile and run. The code is getting executed, and the code is get executed. Right. Let me. Okay. From this, you can see there the arithmetic operation is performing. All the calculation, it's simple: deciding value and subtracting and multiplication, division, and taking a modulus. And rational operator, depending on condition, the both the condition is false because they are not equal, in returning zero condition, zero answer. And not equal, the both the condition is not equal, so it returning false, this condition is true. If a is greater, it returning a condition true because a is greater, but b is less than, it returning true. The b is greater is not greater, so it returning the false condition because b is 5. And logical operator, it depending upon the two condition, both is true, so it returning false. If even one of the is false, it return the false answer. In our condition, at least one should be false. Oh, it's condition, it's at least one should be true to return the true answer. So in this case, they both are true, so that's why it's returning the true answer. And not get it will basically help to inverse the condition. If the x is true, it inverse and becomes the false condition and return 0. And as assignment operator, it adding the both value a and b 10, it become 15, and 15 will be assigned to the a, and the value become 50. And after the now we know that a value become 15. Now we are minusing 15 with the 5, and it will become 10, and the value will be replaced and a value become 10, and again it will become 10. In increment operator, the value has been increased by one with a one digit, but it is not showing, it's showing the previous value, but is increased. But in pre-decrement operator, as we know that value is increased, it become 11, so it again increased, it make agreement, and it make it 12, and it show the current value right now. And minus operator, it show the previous value, but it subtract the value, it decrease the value become 11, but it's showing the previous value, that is 12. And and pre-decrement operator, it's showing the current value, that after 11 it also make one subtraction, then it become 10, and it's showing the current value, that is 10. This is all about the operators that more we are going most commonly used in our C++ course, our C++ code. And so I put a lot of effort for this topic, because it is very important topic in C++. Without it, we are not going to write any type of code, because in every code we always use one of them operator in it. So good, get a good grip on this topic, and I will also provide the slides and source code link in my description box, so you can check it out from there. If you find any error, if you find any query about this topic, ask a question in comment box, so I can check your question and try to answer all of your questions. Please support my channel. I started my channel, I want a subscriber for you to, because I'm putting a lot of effort to make it very good course for you. So thank you for giving your time. See you. Allah Hafiz.